This equation underpins your lifetime finances. It determines when you can reach financial freedom under an idealized financial model. Financial freedom is where you have enough wealth that working becomes optional. This is because your wealth is providing you with the income you need to support your expenditure. In this video, we will see how to use this formula and also how to derive it. Let's meet Charlie. Charlie wants to reach financial freedom, so let's run through what we need from Charlie to calculate how long it will take him. Let's set the length of the model to be 100 years, meaning the model will end when Charlie reaches age 100. Charlie is currently age 25, so the number of years we need to model from here is n equals 100 minus 25 is 75. Charlie is earning E, 30,000 a year, and spending S, 25,000 a year. What currency is that in? Well, for the sake of our mathematics and our modeling, it doesn't matter. This could be the currency from wherever you're from, if that's dollars or pounds or euros or even Bitcoin. Charlie's wealth today, W, is 50,000, and he wants to target leaving 200,000 behind at the end of his life. That means a legacy, L, of 200,000. Finally, let's assume a continuous growth rate above inflation of G equals 5.5% a year. This is in line with historic long-term returns of global passive equity, which is a sensible, highly diversified investment if you're investing over long time periods, for example 10 years or longer. Putting these figures through our formula, we calculate Charlie's expected financial freedom to be in 24.1 years. And this formula can now help us answer other questions, such as, what if Charlie spends less? How much earlier can he reach financial freedom? If Charlie drops his spending to 20,000 a year, his financial freedom age drops to 15.4 years. You might be asking, what about inflation? Well, we take account of inflation by assuming that Charlie's earnings and spendings are increasing in line with inflation. Our growth rate is already above inflation, so we are modeling everything relative to inflation. So how can we derive the formula for the amount of time to reach financial freedom? Well, think about Charlie's wealth over his lifetime. Charlie has given us his wealth today of 50k, so let's add that to the chart. And he's given us a wealth target of 200k for the end of the model, which is 75 years from now. Charlie's life will be split into two distinct phases, before and after reaching financial freedom. The first period is the working period, starting from today, where his wealth will increase in line with our assumptions. And then there is the financially free period, which is mostly the same, except we assume Charlie is not working, meaning he's not earning money in that period. If we can derive the equation for each of these periods, then we can calculate the intersection, and there we have it, the formula for the time to financial freedom. So how can we find the equation governing the working period? Well, there are two factors increasing Charlie's wealth. Firstly, his earnings are above his spending, so he's increasing his wealth by a net amount of E minus S per year. I'm modelling this as a continuous income, adding to his wealth continuously. Secondly, his investment account is growing continuously at a rate of G% a year. From this, we can set up a differential equation for the value of his investment account in the working period. This is also known as the accumulation period, so let's use a function a of t at time t. Solving this linear ordinary differential equation, we get the general solution here for some constant c. But we know Charlie's starting wealth is W, which we can plug in to calculate the value of c and give us the particular solution to the equation. How about the financially free period? This has a similar equation to the working period, but we need some adjustments. To be financially free, we assume that earning money is optional. So we need to assume that E equals 0 to be financially free. We start at a similar place to the working period, just without the E. This gives us the general solution here, and we use a different condition to specify the particular form. Remember that Charlie specified his finishing wealth at t equals 75 to be L equals 200,000. Putting those figures in gives us the particular form here. So we reach financial freedom when our accumulation curve intersects our financial freedom target. The algebra is not too difficult, so I'll leave it to you to check this does indeed lead us to our equation for the time to financial freedom. If you'd like to calculate your financial freedom age, you can use the formula above or check out my website, which does this for you. There's a link in the description. I note that this idealized model assumes that investment returns are constant, whereas in reality investment returns are volatile, with both good periods and bad periods. Even so, this model remains useful for providing a good estimate of your financial freedom age, and to answer questions like, if I save and invest an extra £100 a month, how does this impact my financial freedom? Or, can I afford to drop down to a 4-day week? How much does that impact my financial freedom?